And here we go, everybody. We just start the stock market off today on April 30th. This is 9:43 a.m. And yesterday we did a video called "The Stock Market is a Ponzi Scheme." And now you're going to see exactly why. Okay, so basically, let's take a look. What's on the front page of Yahoo? Okay, U.S. economy contracts for first time in 3 years. And this guy over here is going stocks sink. U.S. economy pulls back. Job data misses. Basically, you're going to see today is going to be a red day. Stocks are dropping quickly. Let's take a look and dive in. And I'll tell you, is there something that I'm going to do today and buy something today? All right. So, NVIDIA, it's down 4% or $4 per share. That's a lot. $4 per share. So it's 105. It's getting ready to be 104 in the 104.90s. The Dow. Look at the Dow. The Dow 30 yesterday was I think 40,500 and something. 40,500 and something. And if you watch my videos, what did I tell you guys? I like to see the Dow 30 at 39,000. When it's 39,000, it's usually prices where I get a little excited. On the S&P 500, it's at 5450, which is way high in my opinion. Way high. Okay? Let's see what the VIX is. The VIX is perfectly fine. There's no issues there. I would like to see this a little higher, but there's no problems there whatsoever. All right. So NVIDIA, the chart, you're still really high in the last 5 years because the stock went 1,300%. Think about that. If you own this stock, wow. If you would have bought this stock, guys, look at this. This stock used to be $8. Imagine if you bought it back then and held it. Okay, the 1 year, not too shabby. That's not bad, guys. You've got a nice little mid-center line right there. A lot of room for growth right there. So yes, I'm gonna give NVIDIA a buy. I would buy it. I would buy it right now. Okay, let's take a look at other things. SoFi. A lot of people been talking about this stock. I think I made a video about this stock, and I was right on the money. A lot of people are promoting this stock. Now the stock is holding pretty strong overall. I mean, it is down a whole dollar, which is pretty substantial for the stock because it's only a $12.20 stock. But what's happening with SoFi? You used to have it when I was telling you to buy it. I was telling you to buy it between the $9 and the $10 range. That was what I suggested to you guys. So I'm still going to say that. I would hold off on this stock right now. I would probably wait until it comes down to maybe the 10 or $11 range at least. Okay, so I'm gonna pass on this stock. Not completely. I like SoFi, but at the same time, they do lend money, and a lot of times it depends on how strict their underwriting rules are. So if they lend all these loans out, now the advantage that they have is everything is done through their app, so they don't have the expenses of in-house people like tellers and the expense of the brick and mortar building. They just have their tech service, and they got every one of these customers that are going on there and borrowing money. Now, if a lot of their money that they lend out continues to not get paid back, the bad loans, that will hurt the company in the long run. So you kind of got to be careful with it a little bit just to make sure they're not writing bad loans. Okay, because they can write bad loans and look like they're growing like crazy, and then their stock prices go up and it gives revenue for the company, and then they start changing their guidelines a little bit once they have the revenue that they need to run their business. All right, so the Honest Company, I still like the Honest Company, right, guys. The Honest Company is it's a good company. um, I don't know what happened here. Whoops. Let me refresh this, guys. So the Honest Company is a good company. The only issue with this, now I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Jessica Alba, the famous, the pretty Latina girl who's a movie star, she owns this company with investors, and this is a good little company. They do like diapers and baby stuff, And the problem though that they're experiencing, this company cannot catch a break. This company, I feel so bad for this company. Their stock used to be like double this. And I feel so bad for them because when they started, they got killed by COVID, and then they were able to rebound from that. And now they've got their manufacturing is in Mexico and China. And guess what? The tariffs are killing them. So 5 years, this company's lost 70%. If you've invested in this company for 5 years, you'd be getting destroyed because their stock used to be $8 and now it's only $4.70. So now if you look at the 1 year, you would have made 56%. So in the last year, they're doing pretty good based on your investment, okay? If you look at a 1 year, not bad. Not bad at all right there. So I've told you guys that my target for something like this is like maybe $4.40. Okay. Meta is way down today. Meta is down $20 a share right now. $20 a share. Okay. If we look at a 5 year, way on the top, way up there, made 161% overall over the 5 years. Okay. If you look at a 1 year, now very few companies in 2025 are profitable this year. If you look at every single company's chart, very few you will see in the green, and Meta is one of the ones that's in a green. Okay, 24% that you've earned on this company, and that's in 2025. So that's saying that's pretty strong for 2025, because we're really having struggles in 2025. Stock price right on the money at 534. This $20 dip has really helped out a lot. Could it dip more? Could it go down to $480? Sure, why not? Why not? It's been there before. Let's see, 488 right there. So I would probably be a buyer of Meta around the anywhere from 480 to 490. That would be my if it can keep dropping a little bit. I don't know if it will, guys, but if it does, great. Okay, Google is a buy, guys. This is a buy. You've got it coming down even more, guys. This company right here, in 5 years, it's made 134. Now it's way up at the top. The 1 year, it's down 4%, which is good because, guys, it used to be down 16 or 18% this year. So it is making a comeback. Look at where you are on the chart on a 1 year right there, guys. And we're talking Google. We're talking Google, guys. This is a buy. This is definitely a buy. I like Google. I own a ton of Google. So I'm not trying to say that because I own Google. The very few people who watch me, this is a new channel, so I don't get that many views. But in the future, I will. But right now, I don't because I'm a brand new channel. But this is definitely a buy. I like Google. You're talking about a company, guys, that just reported their quarterly report, and they made money. And what do they get for it? They lose $4 off their shares. That's what's going on with 2025, guys. Like I told you, the stock market's a Ponzi scheme. Everything depends on how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. I don't care. They will tank the market if they need more revenue. Okay. I like Nike. I like Nike. You guys, you're talking about you're down to a 5-year low. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. Okay. They're down in 5 years. If you invested in this company and you waited for 5 years, you would be down 36% on your money. So the moral of the story with a company like Nike is if you get it at a 5-year low, which is where it's at right now. Okay, let me look at the bottom of this chart, guys. We're way at the bottom. You're talking about a 5-year low. This is the type of stock that you could easily make $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 per share. Easy. Okay, if you go to a 1 year, down at the bottom. I mean, there's nothing but upswing for this company. When will that happen? Hard to say, man. They got some problems with China. Their manufacturing. There's ways that they can get it. Matter of fact, I heard a big report that the Chinese are bombarding. Which country was it? It was South Korea. China is sending so much merchandise to South Korea, and they're labeling it as made in Korea. Can you believe that? They're actually putting everything. So, we hear all these things about, but it's the people of China, all the people who make stuff and have all these products. They're doing everything they possibly can to get that stuff shipped to America. So they're trying to go through South Korea and pay the tariffs of South Korea. And hey, you can't blame these people. They're just trying to make a living, Everybody's got to make some money. Now, guys, I will be putting my face, my beautiful, handsome face, up here on the right-hand corner. That will be coming up soon. I'll record myself while I talk to you guys so you can all look at my beautiful face, okay? That'll be coming up in the future. For those of you probably will reply and say, no, Jimmy, don't do that. Please, please, please go ahead and keep it the way it is. Okay, I'm starting to get a little woody for AMD, guys. I'm starting to get a little wood. Now, remember, guys, we just showed this one as a live trade. This actually was my last trade that I made, was a buy and a flip. We did this several times with AMD. We've been right every single time, and we keep making like 3,000, 2,000 every time we flip it. So this particular stock, way down for a 1 year, way down. Now, we sold it at 93. So obviously 92.50 or 92.60 doesn't interest me. I literally just sold it at 93. So why would I buy it at 92.50? It'd have to be a better deal than that for me to jump in. Even though it's down here, because if you look at a 5-year, okay, now in 5 years it's made profit. It's not so bad. Look at that. I mean, you're pretty much right down the center. There's not a whole bunch of room, for this thing to keep dropping, guys. Could it go to 89 again? Yeah, it could. Now, if it does, I don't know if I would sell it so low at 93. I think me selling it at 93 was a huge mistake because it did go up to 96. So we did leave about $2,000 on the table. So I think if I do go back in AMD, I think my target would probably be $89. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Now here's another one I've been wanting to get into is the TSM and PayPal. So let's take a look at PayPal. Now PayPal just reported earnings, and what do they get to show for it? They get to show a $2.72 loss for showing that they just made money in the quarter. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. If you don't think that the stock market is a Ponzi scheme, watch that video that I made. It's a Ponzi scheme. There is no ifs or buts about it. You have stocks that have done great with their quarterly reports. And what do they get to show for it? They get to show that they're losing money in the stock. Their stocks go down, okay? The more that the stocks go down, they're shaking off people that own these stocks. They want people to sell so they can free up that money and pay the people that already took profits. And the more that they shrink the stock values, the more interest that people get, like me, that want to come in and bring their money in because they need that money to pay out people that they had to pay out. That's just the bottom line. This is a Ponzi scheme. Okay, ELF. Let's say on ELF here. ELF, I think I would hold off right now, even though it's at a low. I think it can go much lower than this. Matter of fact, it was down. If we look at a 1 month, what was our low we hit here on the 1 month? We hit $49.99. We hit $50. So I would like to see this come down to about 55. I just feel that it will. I think I like ELF, but we are talking about a small company here. This is not a huge company by any means. But they have issues with the China manufacturing. It's really, that's what's killing this stock is the China manufacturing. They get their stuff in China, so they have to be creative on how they're getting their product. I'm sure they've got some tricks up their sleeve. They're probably one of the ones that are having it sent to Vietnam, but I couldn't tell you. Let's see what else. There's a couple. Let's see. If I had to pick one stock right now that we would most likely make our move with, it's probably going to be either NVIDIA, AMD, or PayPal, probably. So, all right. So this will be just an update of the morning. We've only been open for 30 minutes. This was just a quick video that I wanted to make showing you how quick this market can change, guys. And that's why you have to be patient. That's why you watch me, so you see all the time when I make my moves, okay? So we've been right every single time, and we will be right again, okay? So I'll follow up. If I go ahead and buy something, I'll go ahead and make another video on what I bought. But keep watching, guys. Appreciate all of you guys who have subscribed. Give me a like, and I'll see you on the next one.